Raymond G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Horned Frogs offense will take the field first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And they'll down this one at about the 40. So the BYU Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press.
There's a crease. Picks up the first down. Bust through behind his pad. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Snags it, and there's running room. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Cougars!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time on target.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Quick release by the QB. They get him down after he makes the catch. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Small. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Payne. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Now rolling to the left. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Tackle is made. 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Running inside, it's Payne. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Craig. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Plucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the ground, it's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The run inside. It's Martin. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Lions. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard. And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Trying to beat the D deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this, and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Got the quick completion. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Martin. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Red pass, it's complete. At the 45, on its way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Martin. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. He missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Huge pickup.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Reading the option, it's Bachmeier. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. The run inside. It's Martin. After the filthy move, he's got room. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, BYU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got a home run.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Craig. Starts to scramble to the left. Got a man, it's Payne. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Horned Frogs look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Wants to keep it in the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Bachmeier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Hidden just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's James. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. 2nd down now after the sack. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Running inside. It's Payne. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Get it out on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. BYU right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Fires deep on the run. Goes high to pull it in. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Turning it on. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this one is perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 9 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Volunteers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right. both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll get rid of it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Now on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Got it in the middle, it's Small. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He gets away. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. Rolls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Payne. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyons. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. With the draw, it's Martin. Here's a little room there. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Nakua. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Martin. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Bachmeier. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Offense in a split backfield. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Cougars. Took it all the way back to the house. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Craig. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Complete in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The option, the keeper.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
That's caught. It's Bachmeier. Open open space at the 25. Touchdown, BYU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Craig. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Horned Frogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Stumbled to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Handoff from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Time to take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find some.
Snags it and he's open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, TCU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Makes the grab. It's Casper. Jukes his way for more. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll stop him short, just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. To the air on 1st down. Got his man.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he breaks. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close.